Right here, right now, we are going to learn something exciting called double-digit addition. So you have already seen our basic addition. In this video, we'll learn that addition is about putting numbers together to find out how many you have in total. Let's say you have one apple and your friend gives you two more apples. When you put those apples together, how many apples do you have in total? 1 plus 2 equals 3. Very good, children. Can you still remember how to add? Okay, let's review. First step is start with the first number. Let's say you have the number 1. Next, count up. Count up if you're adding another number like 2. You can count up from 1, 2, and 3. Last step is to find. After counting up, you find that you reach number 3. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. Let's look at one more example of basic addition before we get into the double-digit addition. Let's say later on, in the day Sally has 5 balls, and then she finds 2 more than just sitting there, so she can add the 2 balls to the 5 that she already has. So remember, addition is putting numbers together. 5 plus 2 equals what? What do you think? Here's a hint. You can count these balls up to get the answer. Yes, awesome! It's 7. 5 plus 2 equals 7. You are all doing a great job, kids. So there are some examples of single-digit addition. But what if we need to add bigger numbers? Now, let's say there's this kid named Aki. Hi, Aki. Aki collects this. What are this? Yes, this called marbles. Aki had a lot of marbles. He had 54 marbles. But today is his birthday. And someone just gave him 21 more marbles. Wow! And now he wants to know, how many marbles do I have? I had 54 and now I have 21 more that are in my collection. How many marbles do I have? That's the question that Aki has. What's 54 plus 21? What do you think is the answer? Let's count each of the marbles one by one to figure out exactly how many marbles do you have. But that would take a long time. Look at all of these marbles. There has to be a better way. In fact, there is. There's a way that is super fast and super fun. We can add 54 and 21 together by doing a fun trick. Well, turn these big numbers that are difficult to add on their own into smaller number. What you will do is you will add the numbers to the right here. Which are the ones, and to make it easier, we are going to block the 10 spot for the right. Now, with this. Suddenly, this huge bug addition problem has turned into a simple fun addition game. So we add the right spot and the 1 spot together. What is 4 plus 1? Yes, 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. So we'll write 5 under the 4 and the 1. Awesome, kid! We're halfway done already. Next, we will add the 10s together. The 10 spot is to the left. So the 2 number is the 10 spot are the 5 and 2. To make it easier, we are going to block the 1 spot, because we already add the 1 spot. So what is 5 plus 2? Yes, very good. 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. So, we will write 7 under the 5 and 2. Just make it sure that is aligned. So what is our answer? What is 54 plus 21? You can see it right here. It's 75. 54 plus 21 is equals to 75. Very good. The answer to an addition problem is called the sum. And our sum to this addition is 75. It's simple with double-digit addition. You add the right side and the ones together. First, let's figure out what's 20 plus 15. First, what is 0 plus 5? Yes, 0 plus 5 is 5. So, we will write a 5 under the right side, the one side. We've almost arrived at our answer already. Then, we add the left side, the tens, to get our answer. What is 2 plus 1? Yes, 2 plus 1 is 3. To the sum of this addition problem is 35. 20 plus 15 is equals to 35. But now, how are we doing double-digit addition? It's pretty cool, isn't? Now we are going to talk about special. So what is this special we are about to learn? Well, sometimes something sneaky happens. Let's show you. Let's say we are adding 17 plus 15. We of course start with the right side, adding up the ones first. So what is 7 plus 5? Do you know 7 plus 5 equals 12? That's right, but there's only enough room for one digit under the 7 and the 5. So what do you do?
Regrouping is awesome. Remember, the sum of our ones column is 12. 7 plus 5 equals 12. So we have to regroup the number 12, but what does that mean? What does regrouping even do? Well, regrouping splits the digits and put them in different places. Now, that might sound weird, but we're gonna show you how it works. It's super simple and fun. Regrouping the number 12 is very easy. All we do is split the digits, putting the 2 under the ones and carrying the 1 with the tens up here. That's it. Then we add up tens, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah, 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. So we write 3 under the tens and now we have our answer. 17 plus 15 equals 32. 32 is our sum. Always remember, regrouping is only used when there is a double-digit number. But there is only space for one digit, like our example 7 plus 5 is equals 12. But there wasn't enough room for both numbers, so we keep the 2 under the ones and carry the 1 to the tens. So now, let's practice by playing a game. The game is called Do We Need to Regroup? This is probably the most exciting double-digit addition game ever. Alright, we are going to look at double-digit addition problems. And you are going to let us know if do we need to regroup or not. Okay, here's our first problem. 32 plus 19. You already know that the question when we add 32 plus 19. Do we need to regroup? Yes, because 2 plus 9 equals 11, which is a double-digit number. Remember, the first step we take is adding up the ones, but if the sum is a double-digit number, that means we need to regroup. Great job! Let's go ahead and finish the problem. When we regroup, we split the digits. So the first one gets carried and second number is this case. Also the number 1 stays down under the ones, then we just add up the tens. What is 1 plus 3 plus 1? So 5. So 32 plus 19 equals 51. And yes, we did have to regroup. So here is our second one. 56 plus 52. This is the question. When we add 56 plus 22, do we need to regroup? No, because 6 plus 2 equals 8. And 8 is a single digit number that can fit under the ones. Remember, the first step we take is adding up the ones, and since the sum is a single digit number already, we do not need to regroup. Fantastic! Let's go ahead and finish the problem. So when we add up the ones, our sum was 8. We'll put the 8 under the ones, then we just up the tens. What is 5 plus 2? It's 7. And we have answer. 56 plus 22 equals 78. And we do not need to regroup. Very good. Next, 43 plus 37. Do you already know the question when we add 43 plus 37? Do we need to regroup? Yes, because 3 plus 7 equals 10, which is double-digit number. Remember, the first step we take is adding up the ones, but if the sum is double-digit number, that means that we need to regroup. Wonderful! Let's go ahead and finish the problem. When we regroup, we split the digits. So the number 1 gets carried and the second number, in this case, the 0, stays down under the ones. Then we just add up the tens. So what is 1 plus 4 plus 3 is equals 8. So 43 plus 37 equals 80. And yes, did have to regroup. We have had such a great time in this video. We have learned so much about double-digit addition. Two of the biggest things we learn is how it works. We add the ones first and right side, and then add the tens the left side. We also learned something special called regrouping, and how we need to regroup the sum of column if it is a double-digit number. So now, let's try your mastery. Are you ready?